What's up, guys? We have decided to come down to Fort Walton Beach and spend a little bit of the day here. These guys are digging in the dirt. What are y'all doing? Or the dirt, sand, whatever stuff.
Sand and the water.
The what?
Sand and the water.
The sand and the water. And we got an hour ride back home, and it's gonna be a long ride for some people, I think. Slow down. Being a father can be hard. What happened? You okay? It can be messy. Who's gonna be fastest? And it definitely has its challenges. But being a father is also rewarding. Did we get a lot of stuff for Adonaiah? Yeah. Hey, baby doll, what?
It's a baby pizza.
There is no other feeling in this world that could even come close. What do you have?
I have toys. It's my remote car.
It's your remote car? This is a father's perspective. Kyle went to go play airsoft with some of our friends from church, and the rest of us decided to come down to the bay and spend a little bit of time. The weather's getting a lot nicer. It's time to actually get outside and actually do something. So that's what we intended on doing today. So here's to it. All right, we made it. It is finally starting to get to be that time of year when we can go find a body of water and not freeze.
Look, I'm telling you, there's a bunch of stuff right here.
There's a bunch of stuff right here.
Yep. I'm doing.
What you got? Whoa, what is that?
I got.
No, that's sand.
What's this?
Sand.
Oh, this is my head. Woo!
Luckily, living in Florida, we only have a couple of weeks where it's extremely cold, and this year it actually got really cold. I mean, there were some mornings when we were hitting about 23 to 25 degrees. That's cold for us. What you gonna do if he comes flying towards you? You know what? No, don't throw your shoes in the water.
Why?
Jared, what do you think about the crane?
Cool, I never saw a real crane before.
You never saw? Yeah, have you never seen one before?
Hey, but it's a fake one, not like that.
You saw a fake one. Yep, there you go.
Where's he going?
It was a beautiful place. There was a playground. There were some trees to be able to climb on.
I see fish! I see fish! You're right there! Where? Right here!
Where you see fish?
Right there! Yeah, you're right. Those are fish. Tiny fish.
Oh, there's like some little minnows yeah, there's little minnows down there. Andrew was actually playing on the playground and met some new friends there, and then he began to talk about the YouTube channel. Before I knew it, I was hearing a voice that sounded familiar, which was my own, and they were all huddled around watching. So I'm telling you, if you want to market something, your kids will probably be the best marketers that you have. Avela, what are you sitting on? Sissy, say boom! Now, while you probably saw through most of the video so far, our kids are digging in the dirt, they're getting dirty, their jeans are wet, they have sand all over them, they've been in the water. That's okay. And I want to tell you in this episode today, let your kids get dirty. For goodness sakes, let your kids get dirty. There are so many scientific studies that show us that if you let your kids play in the dirt, it actually builds their immune system. Now, this will probably be the point where some of you may get mad at me, but there are some parents out there Not saying any that I know, but there are some parents out there who are constantly saying, don't touch this and don't do that. Don't get dirty. What are you doing? Don't climb on that. Don't go over here. Oh my goodness. Just let your kids play safely, but let them play. Oh, this is the magic spot? Yeah. All right. There you go. A lot of people don't know this story, but I was born with a medium-sized hole in my heart. Now, my mom, being the protective person that she is and the loving person that she is, would follow me around and sometimes follow me around with a pillow. But my granddaddy got a hold of her one day and said, you know, you can't follow him around with a pillow the rest of his life. In other words, what he was insinuating is let the kid go. Let the boy be a boy. I mean, we have to let our kids play. We have to let them explore. We have to allow them to get dirty and to get messy. I remember this one time, Andrew had a piece of candy in his mouth. He was probably about 4 years old. And I asked him, where did you get that candy? So we kind of pointed down the street at a driveway about 3 or 4 driveways down and said, I found it in the dirt over there. Now, while that is the most disgusting thing and something that I would never do, and I at least hope you would never do, I had to kindly explain to him that that's probably not a good idea. But I wasn't worried that he was going to die. If nothing else, that was a moment to be able to build his immune system. The bacteria and the organisms that live inside of us, which is called our microbiome, is very, very important and very key to our health and how we stay healthy. There are more and more studies out there that are pointing to nature is medicine. There is a certain type of bacteria, it's kind of left me now, but there's a certain type of bacteria that actually lives in dirt that actually activates the serotonin in our brains. That's kind of like our happy medicine that our brain produces. Now, I know all of that sounds sort of crazy, but there's a fellow that I follow called Joel Salatin. He actually owns an all-natural farm in Virginia. He says a lot of people laugh at him, especially some of his staff members, but he will drink from the cow trough. And he says that that is what has kept him healthy and happy over the past 40 some odd years. He explains that the bacteria that is in there gets in his microbiome, and that is what is boosting his immune system. That is what is keeping him healthy. Now, other than your immune system, I also saw a study that was done that stated that most kids spend less time outside than prisoners do. These are people that are locked up in jail, and kids are spending less time outside than them. What in the world has happened here? This kind of behavior is the kind of thing that contributes to ADD, to obesity, to vitamin D deficiency. It's very, very terrible that we aren't letting our children go outside. I can tell you from personal experience that nature and being outside is going to produce creativity to these children more than screen time ever will. Now, I have certain measures in place on our kids' tablets, their phones, the computer. They can only use them for a certain amount during the day, but that only goes so far. If your children are in public school, they're probably spending time on a laptop or a tablet most of the day to do their learning. Then when they get home, they're using the computer or a tablet or a phone to do their research. Well, they haven't even got to their gaming yet, or their leisure activity, which is going to take up even more time. There is way too much screen time going on. Now, while I have worked with technology most of my life, I am not stating that technology is bad. I'm not saying that one bit. But too much screen time is way too bad for you. There is a reason that I had to purchase these. I was at work one day. I was actually doing something other than working on the computer, and I started feeling weird. I started feeling woozy. Then all of a sudden, I had these little flashes of light in my right eye, and it began to spread to my left eye. Well, I told my boss about it, and he rushed me to the emergency room. They're looking at my heart, making sure there's nothing with that, and everything turned out fine. But what the doctor told me was that it was possibly an oral migraine, which means it was too much time on a screen without protective eyewear. So I had to go to the eye doctor and buy glasses that have a blue filter protector on it to be able to protect my eyes when I'm on the screen. Now, I tell you that story because our kids are spending more time than me on a screen. So how much worse is it on this younger generation as they begin to get older if we're not helping them protect their eyes, if we're not talking to them about the dangers of screen time? Now, I know I'm cramming in and packing in a lot of information from playing in the dirt and eating the dirt to playing on the computer as they grow and get older. But these are two big things we have to think about. If we want our children to be healthy, it's not only the food that we eat, it's our mentality, it's what we're looking at, how long we're looking at it, and the dangers of some of the things online. If you don't have filters and protectors in place, that'll be for a totally other episode on its own. So fathers, and mothers, while it may be an easy thing to give your child a tablet so you can get a little bit of peace, don't allow that to become such a habit. You all need to find time to go out together, whether it's in the backyard or the front yard or the side yard or down the street to the park. Pack a picnic, go somewhere, enjoy your time together as a family. But whatever you do, get outside, enjoy it. Spring is on its way, it's here, but get outside. Enjoy it and enjoy your time together as a family. Now, this program is not to show you what a perfect family looks like, but it's to show you what a normal family looks like. It can be messy, unorganized, just all over the place, but that's just what you call life, and we all deal with it. But the cool part about it is you were chosen to do it. I was chosen to do it. If you're a father or a mother, God chose you to be the one to be able to teach these children, to show them love, and to watch them grow and become something spectacular. Please make sure to share this video. You guys make sure to subscribe. Make sure to click the bell so you get a notification when I do upload a new video. Share these videos with parents and fathers and people that you know need this information. You know, being a parent did not come with a rule book. So the whole point of starting this channel is to communicate with you what I've seen that worked and didn't work. You guys make sure to comment and also make sure to email me if you have a question at fpconcerns@gmail.com. It's fpconcerns@gmail.com. I'll make sure to put all of this in the description below. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you next time.